console, or just more or less, I want to see Sega make the games on Sonic games, because that was a thing that real hard in the 90s.
What? I mean, the music is so loud, I can't hear anything.
The robot you're using, is that really a gun robot?
Sort of.
I still feel that it would have been gotten some few tweaks to make it different from the actual one.
Jordan, is it possible you can do animations in Unreal Engine?
I mean, I did. Sort of. I did it for my Vor game I haven't released yet. Ugh.
Have you ever thought of learning Blender?
Fucking, like, I don't like Blender for animation. I only like it for model making. Like, it's just so much more it's more complex to add materials for me.
I guess it's something you gotta learn, because I do know a lot of people who were formerly SFM fetish animators jumped ship to Blender.
I like SFM better. I've been using it for such a long time. 6 years.
I think it's more, well, when I asked most of the people, they said it's because they were tired of SFM crashing so much.
Yeah, I can relate to that. Guess I'll go to Cryo Citadel. Well, it's actually Crystal Frost, but I called it Cryo Citadel.
I was just thinking, if you want an SFM animation to kind of have that look those official Valve ones have, it's basically, you gotta put more effects into it and have it be rendered at highest settings, right?
Yeah.
Just thinking it'd be interesting if your animations, at least, I know that there are some SFM animations that do, but I was just thinking it'd be funny seeing kind of
the earlier stream was I closed it for a sec to see if the frames were different. Vengeful. Oh. Okay. All right.
And what's wrong with doing hentai in that type of style?
Oh, here we have the Orca
It's just kind of interesting. Nothing against it though.
Oh yeah, did you see the... Wait, that reminds me of something. Those robots.
What, Sonic Xtreme?
No, well, yeah, I was thinking about the fish. I better.
Good night, Vengeful.
In Sonic City, there's a different design for buzz poppers.
Yeah, they made them look more menacing.
I think there's way we can make it similar to that. We use the head from Sonic Generations and the body from Sonic Boom.
God damn it.
I bet $5 isn't the bad mix we'll see in the Sonic movies are gonna look something kind of like a cross between like Boston Dynamics drones and like Transformers. And I mean like the Michael Bay style ones.
I'm gonna lower the volume.
I need to find where
Oh, Finn Cross, one of my favorite Sonic designs is in the British Sonic comics. Instead of SWAT bots, Robotnik has what are just mainly known as troopers, but they are clearly designed to invoke Nazi foot soldiers, though. Like they have skull-like faces, and their helmets are clearly based off the Nazi Wehrmacht ones. What do you think of that?
Think of what?
In the British Sonic comics, the robot, aside from normal badniks, Robotnik had, instead of SWAT bots, Robotnik had what were just called troopers, but they were designed to look somewhat like Nazi soldiers.
Too propagandish.
Well, I mean, it was written by by a bunch of British people, though.
Wait, are you talking about the Fleetway comic?
Yeah, I like that design that they have for them. Though. It's kind of cool. Although,
Send it to me in the DM. I'll look it over.
You see, these SWAT bots are better though.
Pause.
What?
one thing I thought was really cool was
No, I mean like pause on that image on that SWAT bot over there.
Yeah?
No, not like you moving pause. I mean like gameplay pause.
All
so
right.
that we can have a closer look on that.
Oh, okay. Here, I'll...
what was that? Oh, my door. I ordered some Jack in the Box. One of those things where you get burgers, fries, and the tacos. Maybe just
This is what you're trying to do to the SWAT bots.
Well, these are just the enforcers. They are the ones that take over environments. Let me find. This is the made SWAT bot major flyer. Here, I'll look for the.
Well, you know those egg, not like the egg troopers. You know, like you see them in current Sonic games. I think what's kind of interesting is that how they always kind of
here's a good head cannon for this. Stop moving around a bit. Move back to the ones that I saw before.
What, the shield ones?
No, the ones that have more. Yeah, kind of like that one. My headcanon for my type of story would be that this is the design that Gun uses for their version of the SWAT bots, but they decide to not use. But they decide to not use that head design.
I'd almost think better, like for Gun, like if they did a thing. I think there'd be. I almost think instead of they look robotic, but I really like robots. But I think I could see they're being like the regular gun soldiers. But I also like to imagine there'd be gun ones in power suits, though.
Well, the reason I was thinking about how Sonic Adventure 2, how the Sonic Adventure 2 gun soldiers look like the SWAT bots from Sonic SATM. It doesn't help that in Sonic X, Sonic was using the power rings like how he does that in SATM. Like,
was it? I actually heard that. I actually heard at one point during when Sega was doing designs for Sonic Adventure. At one point, one of the redesigns they had for Eggman was that he'd still have the Japanese style body. He was going to essentially look like he was cosplaying Saturn Robotnik, complete with like an exposed arm, a cape, and a mechanical one.
Show the concept art.
I'll have to find that, but it's a real thing though.
I mean,
what do you think of the pictures that I sent you, Thin Crest?
well, look at this. It's a SWAT bot general and a SWAT bot environmental.
I have to admit those designs definitely would go on the line. Definitely would go on with the robots that Jordan is using.
Well, what was I gonna say? Well, I think one thing that's if you know British comics, I do know some of the artists that worked on the Judge Dredd and the 2000 AD comic series, which are like some of the. It's like they're from they're British comics. Although if you read them, they really have a surprisingly American feel, mainly because it wasn't heavily inspired by like the dark American sci-fi of the late 70s. But a lot of the robots, if you read the 2000 AD comics, which were published by Fleetway, mind you, under a different brand, under a different name though, but there's like definitely some homages to like both like British pulp culture and kind of the British zeitgeist with the troop with like the Fleetway, as I like to call them, Robotnik troopers, in that they both kind of homage like the look of British evil British robots, but also like embody like
I do.
the
I do like how the Fleetway swap bots have like two different types of designs. One that looks like it could be used to whip someone, and the other that could bruise someone.
Well, I mean, at one point they're seen carrying laser weapons, and they're specifically designed to look like kind of a hybrid between ray guns and MP40s, which I think is a cool touch.
I mean, like I was talking about the top two and the last one that you at the bottom.
Yeah, well, they mostly just use brute force, and yes, in that one panel, they're seen like whipping a bunch of poor captured Mobians to basically toil in a mine for metal, which will later be used to create badniks. And at one point, here's what's weird about the Fleetway comics is that they have the Adventure style, Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog style Robotnik, but they have him basically acting like the Sat AM one. The reason why they use the Fleetway, the
AOSH design.
Yeah, the reason why they use that is because for some reason in European marketing, that was just they just chose that. I don't know why, but for some reason it's like some British Sega of Europe executives just chose that. Though I guess that's probably because in Europe people kind of seem to like cartoony designs, kind of more over different ones though, and that was kind of a thing for the time. So I guess they.
Yeah, I actually thought that the AOSTH design and the OVA / Sega Sonic design was more fitting for Eggman.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree. Although I can get the appeal, and I can appreciate how both like the U.S. takes on Robotnik were kind of influential. Also, Yuji Naka, I think either I can't remember who's the other guy who worked on Sonic aside from Yuji Naka. Like he later went on to do Knights and then Bale in Wonderland.
The reason I was saying that about
I was just gonna say one of the Sonic creators on like in an Ask Me Anything, he said yes. Eggman's actual canon name is Dr. Ivo Robotnik, but he's kind of grown to kind of using Eggman as a nickname though, which I think is just kind of cool, and that helps kind of tie everything up though. So it basically says you can call.
Well, I think it would have been much better if they just did it the Thomas and Friends route, where that he prefers to be called Dr. Robotnik, but the Mobians call him Eggman.
Speaking of Thomas and Friends, I saw this one. Are you familiar with George Carlin?
Yeah. What about
there's this hilarious video where it's taking bits from George Carlin's curse-filled stand-up routine and perfectly splicing them into like this.
I saw those before. All
it's
seven of them.
It's like Thomas was wondering why his wheels were stuck in the sand. Why the fuck do people pay taxes for this shit? Thomas complained.
Okay, that one I'm not sure if it was on any of those videos.
It was something like that. It was just kind of an example though, but it just perfect things. It's a shame we lost George Carlin. He was a really great comedian.
I did see something like that. It's just, whew, that was kind of crazy.
Honestly, that's sick. I've actually heard that surprisingly Thomas, even though Thomas is still really popular in both Europe and especially Japan. Mainly because I heard Japan's train subculture is even bigger than the one in England. Can you believe that?
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, but it explains why. I mean, you've got that train-themed Super Sentai series. There's some train-themed Transformers. There's a really cool one I'm looking forward to, like one that never got released in the US. His name is called Raiden, and he's kind of meant to be like an analog to Devastator, but instead of construction vehicles, it's a 6 famous types of Japanese trains.
There was a Sonic episode in AOSTH called the Robotnik Express, where Scratch and Grounder were trying to deliver a train full of bombs, but their plan was at a halt when Sonic tries to interfere. However, the Bears, or Big Briss and Mad Mike,
who are basically meant to be a homage to a Saturday Night Live sketch. But go on.
hold on, let me just. How would it be a homage to a Saturday Night? How would it be a Saturday Night Live sketch? When was
the jokes about them are reference to some. They're reference to some sort of comedy sketch. But go on though.
I'm just no, I mean like when was the first Saturday Night Live sketch on the Bears or the Bill Swersky Superfan?
Because the original sketch was these two guys talking about the Chicago Bears, though, and they had like thick native accents. I can't remember.
But when was that? When was that segment?
I think either very late 70s or early 80s.
Might be early 80s because AOSTH came out in 1993.
Yeah. I know that at one point during development, AOSTH was going to actually be a lighthearted prequel to Sat AM.
Which, for some reason, it didn't feel like it at the end.
There were some changes, but I heard the reason why they did that was because originally
the RG Comics did have plans on that type of direction, but in the end, it didn't seem to feel that way. Apparently, apparently RG and Deke just kind of butt heads on this type of thing. So.
I also know at one point during development of Sonic Mars, which was later turned into Sonic TV, but it was a planned third-person Sonic game for the 32X. It would have featured Princess Sally in it as Sonic's love interest.
Apparently, Sonic SatAM, AOSTH, and the RG Sonic comics ended up becoming 3 separate continuities.
Yeah, but what was I going to say? But the reason why they came with AOSTH was because originally they created Deke was originally going to have SatAM be a syndicated series, but it's like they were like, no, we only want this to be Saturday. We only want this to be a Saturday-related, the Saturday morning program. And if you're going to do something for syndication, it's got to be a lot lighter and more comedic, and that's why they came up with AOSTH and dropped all the comedic kind of the SatAM references for it, though. Although I do know in the pilot they were going to have Robotnik voiced by Jim Cummings.
Yeah, AOSTH was going to go for that, but in all honesty, John Baldry fits better with Robotnik in terms of character. Both for the game design and the comedic design from the cartoon.
Although, are you familiar with the Cartoon Network show OK Kale, Let's Be Heroes?
Yes, I heard about that. I did see that Boxman was trying to reference this type of role.
Well, I do know that if you watch the pilot,
yes, I am well aware of that as well.
Yeah. So basically, I guess kind of seeing Boxman as almost and the kind of give us an opening into that of Long John Bolt of if Jim Cummings did both forms of Robotnik. Although I just want to say I kind of do like Long John Baldry's Robotnik. There's just something around. Well, I heard that he used to be a blues singer from the '60s, though, so he just has that voice. But he almost kind of reminds me of Tim Curry sometimes in a good way.
If you ask me, I feel that if Eggman reformed, Jim Cummings would have been perfect as Eggman Nega.
What was I gonna say?
You know why?
Why?
Because Eggman Nega and Nega Duck have a similar color scheme.
What was I also gonna say about you know, it'd be kind of interesting. I mean, just thinking for voices though. Like they'd make his voice sound demonic. I was just thinking of chaos talk, perfect chaos talk. I was thinking Jim Cummings could work through his voice.
By the way, Jordan, what would you think if the boost was done through platforming rather than a single button?
What do you mean? It's fine without it in this game.
I have actually a bit of a Sonic series confession. Sonic 3D Blast is a decent game. It just you just kind of have to learn how to play it for a bit, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying that in Advance 2 and 3, there's this gimmick where you have to do where you had to earn a boost through platforming.
I don't like that idea.
I do, but it actually feels like you earn something for this type of. You actually earn something for doing good.
What was I gonna say?
Because that's the whole point of Sonic. You earn something for achieving speed.
I mean, if you
Absolutely,
achieve speed, you can get access to these red rings up here, which give you 50 rings.
What? Are you playing Colors Remastered? Are you playing Colors Remastered?
No, I'm
No,
playing
and I
Sonic
don't
Xtreme.
want
This
Wait,
is
you
Jade
mean-
Golly. That's why this
Wait,
Jade.
that's like a fan version of Sonic Xtreme.
Yeah, it takes place after Mania.
It's pretty interesting looking, although this one kind of has that modern look to it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna change Sonic's model to be a mix of classic and modern.
Yeah, and so you played on Unreal, right?
Yeah, this is Unreal.
You know what I'd kind of be more interested in doing? If my perfect version of Xtreme would be, you'd use the Sonic Roboblast engine, but you just make the models be done in that 3D rendered, like, in that pre-rendered.
And another thing, you don't lose the boost because in Sonic Advance because you're still at a constant speed.
The only
yeah.
reason I'm not at a constant speed is because the frames are bad right now. Go ahead, Mega. Sorry.
Are you familiar with Underground Robotnik was like very chalk?
Yes.
I like to imagine that voice for Shattered Glass Optimus Primal.
What the heck?
You familiar with that?
I'm using Angry Birds Transformers music for this stage.
Yeah, that's because they got Vince DiCola, who's one of the best 80s synthesizer artists.
Did you change the reins to look more like a band ring?
No, I made them the same. Here, I'll go to the first level, Boom Beach.
What model are... wait, before I go, I'm going to be right back to the bathroom break, but what how are you going to make, Eggman / Robotnik look in this? Like, what model are you going to use for it?
I'm gonna edit the classic and modern one to be a mix of it.
Cool. That's kind of how I've always... I just want to say, I kind of feel like, it's kind of interesting about... What was I going to say?
Actually, I think it would have been cool to see what it would look like if classic Eggman was wearing the Sonic Boom outfit. Like, it would be something akin to that scene from AOSTH's Lovesick Sonic, where Robotnik was going to use his Egomatic Tunnelizer and Town Terrorizer to steal the water from the main Mobius reservoir and turn the town into Lake Robotnik.
Wasn't that one machine he was using loosely based off of Boss from Sonic 2?
Actually, I thought it looks more like a precursor to the one from Sonic 3.
What was I gonna say? You know Milton Knight, the designer behind ASTH, was that he got his start doing kind of 30s and 40s inspired underground comics.
Really?
Did you know about that? Did you know about that? What? Oh yeah. He also created underground characters literally a busty cat girl detective.
Show me, show me,
wait,
show me this.
Let me look it up. I think her name was like Midnight or something like that. Oh, and he also later worked on the Twisted Tales of Felix the Cat, which I think is one of the best Felix the Cat cartoons ever made. You guys still there?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay, what channel should I post this on, by the way?
Post what on?
Milton Knight's Cat Girl.
Not safe for work if it has
voice
tits.
Voice chat if you want.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, she was a skunk, actually. Not a cat girl, though, but yeah.
No, even better.
She definitely looks like...
Did you even
Milton
Did you even play? Did you even play?
one thing that was cool is that...
Did you even play Green Hill Paradise?
No, this is not Green Hill Paradise, it's Boom Beach.
No, I mean like that. That's the. That's what I was thinking about when it comes to taking a mechanic from Advanced 2 and 3 and then putting it into 3D.
I mean, I wanted to, like the Star Wars sequels intended to do, subvert expectations, and I made the first level dark and depressing, instead of like happy and joyful.
By the way, I just want to say this, the only thing that I liked from the only thing I liked from The Last Jedi were the battle scenes. I'll give them that. I always like those in Star Wars movies.
I only ever liked Kylo Ren in the First Order. That's all I really liked.
Look, I know what you mean, Jordan. It's just I wanted to bring up that I don't like when the boost is just used automatically by the push of the button.
I mean, there's nothing I can really do to fix that.
If you look at General, this was Milton Knight's like furry OC, Midnight the Skunk.
I still say that Adventure Line 2 has a cool concept for this boost mechanic. Don't know why it has to be. Don't know why it has to be removed. I don't like. I don't like Unleashed. I don't like the Rush boost. Okay.
What?
I'll be right back. But if you guys
okay.
If you guys want to check it out, check General.
I mean, despite what you think, actually a lot of effort is being put into this, despite the press of a button.
I mean, like, can I just share the Green Hill Paradise thing?
Yeah, but this isn't Green Hill Paradise. This is Boom Beach.
I know, but I think that the mechanic in it is much cooler than a button push run, than a button push boost.
I mean, you still have to avoid the SWAT bots. You can't even home attack on them, actually.
But you would be invincible.
No, they literally have. They're pretty good at killing you if you literally try to fight them.
Well, you have to be good at platforming.
Yeah, exactly. There's effort put into it. Even if you can, like, boost, it's just like you can't boost on them all.
Look, it doesn't hurt to just to have a simple thing as platforming and well, I just don't like the boost button idea, okay?
Well, at least there's actual 3D in this game instead of, you know.
Yeah, can I just share the video?
Yeah, first, but I'm going. Yeah, but I'm gonna go boost some more. You know, because pressing a button requires so much effort, especially on Magma
It
Massacre.
doesn't feel like it required effort. Sonic Forces ruined it.
No, look how much effort I'm putting into this. I had to click a button and run into him. Like, that is very effortful. Oh god. And you can homing attack on the SWAT bot workers, killing the workers for fun.
Well, if you didn't want to do any boosting, when you feel like you want to face an enemy, you could just use the stomp to stop the boost.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
just used that.
I'm back.
Okay.
You just don't need a boost button to continue boosting, as it would drain your energy.
I just got some Jack in the Boxes off.
I mean, right now I'm only using the boost to get. Okay, good. By the way, I'm only using the boost to get just to get a speed boost, and then I do normal. Like, I only use it as an attack, really. But I can't use it on this level because for some reason the game will crash if the boost is used on enemies.
Well, that's another problem. The boost shouldn't be used so much.
I mean, I'm not using
what
it
did
right
you guys
now.
think about-
It's not used in combat
what-
that much.
It's me. What do you guys think of the?
Yeah? Mega Tank, go ahead.
What do you think of the Milton? Yeah, what do you think of the Milton Knight art I sent you? It's in general.
Yeah, I saw it. I was expecting a bigger but
I was trying to explain Jordan why the boost shouldn't be used, why a button boost shouldn't be used so much.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna take a break from the stream so I can eat, but it was great to talk to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, I'm pressing one button, and as you can see, yeah, that if I didn't press that button, I would have got hit there. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, but I don't think it was necessary. I think the one thing I kind of miss is a spin attack button.
A spin attack button? Well, you can actually do a spin attack as long as you... God damn it. As long as you... if you boost...
I mean, do you even spin attack? No, you don't need a spin. You don't need the boost to activate a spin attack.
Yeah, you do.
No, that kind of ruins the purpose of the... Ah!
Oh, great. Look what happened now.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's not who Sonic is.
Oh, look at this. I just drowned. If I didn't use the boost, if I used the boost, I would have survived.
Should be used so much. Why does everything have to be relied on a boost? Sonic didn't have boosts a lot in the older games.
It's not being used right now.
Don't be like that.
No, I'm not using it right now. See, I'm fine.
Can you let me explain without you saying this is the boost? It's only not about boost, man. I just want to explain that there are certain mechanics that didn't involve the boost back in the older Sonic games.
Yeah, I know.
It involved
And those were... Oh, look
your...
what happened now.
It involved using parkour. It involved your ability to have good reflexes. You didn't need to rely on this boost shit.
I'm not even using the boost right now. I don't have power. I'm using the light speed dash. Oh god. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing. Just died. And thankfully, the next act doesn't have water. You know, despite being called Magma Massacre, there's not much magma or massacres.
Yeah, why'd you even put water in there when you should have put lava?
Because the water is hot.
Is that why that the, is that why that there's very is that why the air thing was draining so fast?
Yeah. God damn it.
Can you pause for a moment?
Oh, look.
I mean like gameplay pause.
Okay. What?
I still insist that you should check out the video I sent in to understand about the Sonic Advance 2 and 3 boost.
I mean, I've played the game before. I know how it works.
You didn't check out the Green Hill Paradise gameplay video?
I literally see it right now. Imagine using Green Hill for the first level.
Forget about Green Hill for a moment. Focus on the mechanics for a bit.
Well, I'm already jealous that they have all this rolling stuff.
Notice that Sonic didn't rely on any rain drainage to have a boost.
He's boosting right now with a single button.
No, there is no button pushes. It's just regular platform.
Then explain the spin dash that instantly makes him go super fast in that tunnel.
I told you, it's just good platform.
I don't understand this. First of all, like, he's walking on the wall, like, that's completely unrealistic. And
That's how Sonic works. It's all in the physics.
Yeah, but I can walk upside down, so therefore my game is better already.
You clearly don't understand how Sonic usually works in older Sonic games.
Really? Well, the thing is, I don't really have the Sonic Infinity engine can't do what's happening right now. Anyways,
what engine was Green Hill Paradise running on?
I do not know.
I just still think that not every button has to be relied on on a boost button. It just kind of ruins the immersion of platforms.
Oh, he just used a button to fly and turn into Sonic, Supersonic.
That's because that guy was trying out that's because that guy just collected all this Chaos Thermals to see how it works.
Yeah, but the thing about this game is it never was finished. In my game will be finished, so.
Okay. I still feel that the what this engine attempted is pretty interesting. And how it attempted in bringing the boost mechanic from Advance 2 and 3 actually felt earned. Like you can actually feel the immersion of the boost without having to rely on the button to use the boost.
I mean, I'm not using it right now. I'm doing fine. It's kind of optional.
Well, that's the problem. Well, that's the thing I don't like about it. That the boost has to be optional.
I mean, if you really want to play like fast and like less
I like
coordinated.
it if the boost was earned. That's what I'm upset about.
I mean, it is earned. You have to build it up.
That's not what I mean. You're saying that the boost is earned, but it doesn't look like it's earned. You're just only it's all. What I mean is that the boost in Advance 2 and 3 is natural, while the boost in Sonic Rush 2 Forces is artificial. That's the key difference.
How is it artificial? I mean, in this game, it's different.
Again, the button push.
Well, you still have to like kill enemies to build it up, and unlike in those games, they're not put up on a silver platter for you. And they actually fight back, so.
You know what? Really wanted to do this. Why not introduce Why don't we have? Is there gonna be like a cutscene where we have them, where we have these reins be explained to be used as something to enhance Sonic's ability to boost through those enemies?
No, you kill the enemies and they give you boost power. The rings barely give any.
But I thought that it would have made a lot more sense that it was the rings, because in the comics it was established that because in the comics and cartoons it was established that the rings enhances Sonic's abilities.
Sure they do. But he gets hit once, he loses all of them. That's kind of a flaw.
That's not what I was talking about. I mean, like the rings that Sonic was using were boost rings.
Oh.
Yeah, the same type of boost rings that you see in Sonic X and Rush. I'm saying that a cutscene would have helped establish that type of power.
Okay, but I want to at least make all of the zones first before I'm like, oh, let's make some cutscenes. Yes, this is Crystal Frost.
Sorry if I was feeling a bit heated.
It's okay. If only it wasn't so laggy, because then I would actually be able to move properly.
Is this I was seeing the one button boost thing so many times it just got a bit stale. And I kind of miss some of the moves that Sonic had in the older games.
Really?
Yeah, like a spin attack on the floor. Like he's just rolling on the floor and is going through the enemies like it's nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, that type of parkour. That was what I was talking about. You wouldn't understand because you're not the type of Sonic gamer that ever played classic games.
Oh, I'm not. Then how do you explain my 20-minute speed run of Sonic CD? Or all the amounts of times I've gotten on all the classic zones, and the fact that I've never played Sonic Unleashed Colors or...
I stand corrected.
I'm not even a fan of the modern games. I played the classic ones all the time.
Then why are you bringing in a mechanic from that game?
I didn't even want to bring that in. It's just what comes with the engine. And it's not like I know how to change it myself, so it's not like I can really do anything about it. As much as I would like to. Okay, hopefully it doesn't crash when I try to duplicate a map. Because I can make the boss fight now for Boom Beach Act... Well, Boom Beach Act 2, yeah, the boss fight. Well, my Unreal Engine froze. Yep, just crashed. Yep. There we go. It just had the crash. Can't.
Like I said, is it wrong to think that that the Eggman design should be a mix between the one from the one of classic Eggman and Boom Eggman combined?
Maybe.
Because I find Eggman trying to look imposing, but at the same time, I think it would have been funny if it was referencing a piece of media from if this type of setup was referencing something else. If we're gonna go for that direction, we should at least bring in a machine that he used previously to make it come full circle. Say the drill pod from Sonic 3.
Okay. The drill. Okay.
This little doohickey. Yeah, that's the thing that AOSTH's machine reminded me of.
I guess I'll just, let's see, make a Cryo Citadel. Yeah, I'll make fucking Crystal Frost fucking mini boss. Not in the mood for, or maybe... I'll do Magma Massacre just for the shits and giggles. Mini boss. Alright, it didn't crash.
guess I'll see you guys later.
I'm going to bed anyways, so see ya. Goodbye.